Hello, guys. Today in class, we're supposed to talk about connectors, okay? But I have some problems with the internet and we couldn't have the chance to review the information. So, it's very important to understand this part of connectors. The just a simple word means join or in a word two sentences. Okay, so what is a connector? We're going to talk about cause and effect. Okay, it says it says when the subordinate clause describes the cause or reason for the event or state which is described in the main clause, we can use the connectors because or since. We have many different kinds of connectors. We're going to work with some of them. Okay, first of all, well, when in every sentence we have a cause. Okay, and that cause reflects a reason or I'm sorry, we have a cause or a reason, and that cause or reason reflects an effect or an answer or a situation. I mean, this happened because of this, okay? Or this happened since this, okay? So because and since, for example, are connectors, okay? But not all the time has to be first the cause and then the effect. We can have first the effect and then the cause, okay? The order of the factors doesn't have to be always 1 and 2. We can have 2 and 1. Okay? Let's see some examples. I arrived late. That is a cause. I arrived late because I missed the train. Okay? So I missed the train is the effect of which I arrived late. Okay? Or we can say I missed the train because I arrived late. Okay, so because most of the times because connects two statements in one, two sentences in one. Okay, but we can also start with because or since, depend on the situation. If you are going to tell a story, okay, you begin with since 1945, since the war, blah 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 blah. So since comes first. So depending on the situation and the tense and of what you're going to say, since could be at the beginning of the sentence, okay, or of the story. Okay. We have another example. John got early because he wanted to watch the sunrise. Or we can say vice versa. He wanted to watch the sunrise because, I'm sorry, yes, John wanted to watch the sunrise because John got up early. Okay. Or Mary knew London well since she had lived there as a child. Okay. So we can give extra emphasis to the cause by putting the subordinate clause at the beginning of the sentence. In this case, we normally separate the two clauses with a comma, okay? So you can see that there are two situations. One is the cause or reason, and the other one is the event. The event, okay? For example, because here we can have it at the beginning. Because I missed the train, I arrived late, okay? But they are separated with a comma. I missed the train is just a sentence. We have a sentence in there. I arrived late, it's another sentence. If we join it with a comma, we can have a cause and then the effect, okay? We use the connector seeing that, viendo que, at the beginning of a sentence to explain a decision or action which is described in the main clause. Okay, example. Seeing that the car wouldn't start, she decided to go by bus. But she decided to go by bus. Seeing that the car wouldn't start, could be. But seeing that always goes at the beginning of the sentence. So you can have um, a sign. Okay, you can have a sign. So you can remember when are we going to use seeing that. Okay, so if seeing that always goes at the beginning. We have another example. Seeing that I couldn't pursue Frank to help, I asked his sister. Okay, and if you see between the two sentences, we have a comma that divides one sentence from another. The cause from the effect, okay? Or the reason from the result, okay? Or the result from the reason, etc., okay? We use the connector now that to introduce a new condition which explains a decision about a future action, okay? So when it is about a future action, we're going to use now that, ahora que, okay? For example, now that I've got lots of money, I'm going to buy you a sports car. Now that I won the lottery, I'm going to buy everything that I want, okay? Now that I already graduate from psychology, I'm going to have many patients, etc., okay? So now that also goes at the beginning of the sentence, okay? Now, when the subordinate clause describes the effect or result of the event or state described in the main clause, we use the connectors so and therefore. Okay, those are also connectors. Both words are often preceded by a comma. They never begin in the sentence. Never. Okay? Example, nobody invited Jane to the party, so she didn't go. After the first sentence, we have a comma, and then we have so, okay, así que, okay, así que no fue, nadie le invitó, así que no fue. I do not know Smith personally, comma, therefore I cannot describe his character, okay? So we have some tips, we have some sign-offs. First, most of the time seeing that and now that goes at the beginning of the clause, at the beginning. Seeing that and know that. I'm sorry. Okay? So and therefore goes in the middle, never goes at the beginning, goes in the middle, and they have to be with a comma. They have to be followed by a comma. Okay? Because and since sometimes go at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. Okay? So you have to be careful with the connector that you're going to select. How are you going to select the right one? By reading the statement, by reading the situation, the cause and the effect, okay? Because all of the connectors have different meanings, okay? Let's see more examples, okay? We have here the same example with different connectors. Look, I will go to the party, so I'll have to buy a new dress, okay? I will go to the party because it's your birthday. I will go to the party since I have an invitation. I will go to the party seeing that everybody is going. I will go to the party now that you invite me. I will go to the party, therefore I am going to wear my best dress. I will go to the party, consequently I won't be home that evening. I will go to the party unless you don't want to. I will go to the party although I don't feel like it. I will go to the party if you go with me. I will go to the party provided that you go with me. Okay? So, these are some examples, but then we're going to see each one, okay? So you can understand them and you can see how we're going to use each one of them, okay? So, así que, because, porque, since, then, seeing that, viendo que, now that, ahora que, okay? I'm sorry. Therefore, por lo tanto, consequently, consecuentemente, en consecuencia, unless, a menos que, although, aunque, and sometimes it's just though, okay, we can use a short form of although, just with though, okay, if it's conditional, see, and provided that is like siempre y cuando, okay? So depending on the statement is the connector that we're going to use. Please check this information and we're going to review it on Friday because today we couldn't have the chance to have the class, okay? But next Friday we're going to review it, okay, and see some examples on the English platform, okay?